Hello everyone, and first of all I'm sorry, I know I didn't do a video last week. I was neck deep in filming my newest Skillshare class, and because my room's so small, I just had stuff everywhere basically. So I had all of my light, I had to move everything out of the way so I could get my lighting and my camera tripod and all of the overhead things sorted, and it was just a little bit too much for me. But I'm here today. Today I've been uploading my Instagram with not only with a competition that I'm running, so until the end of April you could win these. It's a set of 3 wave cards which I'm selling as a set, but I thought I'd do a giveaway and give those away. All you need to do is to find me on Instagram. I'll pop the details below. If you want to enter, that is, you don't have to, but if you want to enter, I'll put the details below. Find me on Instagram. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning these is to follow me and then find the post, the competition post, and tag the names of 4 people who you think might be interested in the competition too, and that's it. All you need to do is do that by the end of April. So that's what I've been doing today. I've also been doing this. It's a colouring book, and this is what they look like without being coloured in. It's a colouring book. So this is what I was making the other week. I don't know if I did it on the... I did, I showed you on the video. So this is the colouring book that I had delivered. I finally got around to putting them on the shop. Like I say, I've been just mega busy. I can't tend to stress that enough. So today I finally got around to it. I uploaded this onto my Etsy shop and my Folksy shop. Both of those are down below. I'm selling these for £3.50. But I had quite a nice morning because I've been taking all the product shots. I realised I don't actually have everything that I need. Some people do really professional product shots, and I do my best with what I've got. But I think one thing I'm going to have to invest in is some just coloured paper, so I've got a background, because at the moment I've got this white background. But when you're taking pictures of a white foreground and a white background, it's just really boring. So I kind of improvise a little bit with some coloured fabric, but I might have to retake these pictures. But another thing that I've done is to colour in the front page, and just taking like 10 minutes out just to quickly colour something in, just to indicate its purpose. Man, it's so much fun. It was just a nice little 10 minutes chill out. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on one of these guys, they are now available on my Etsy shop and my Folksy shop. I'll pop the link down below. There are 8 pages inside these pages, but also I've left the front cover and inside covers and the back cover blank, so they're also colour-inable. You can also colour those in, and I'm quite pleased with those. So that's what I've been doing today, guys. And like I say, I didn't film last week because of Skillshare. So I have got my newest Skillshare class up, and I'm trying to get a few classes that kind of sit in a series. So I'm calling it my Draw Better series. If any of you followed me on Patreon or WordPress or anything like that, you'll know about this. And I was about to throw this guy out, hence the crinkly mess. But I thought I'd show you what I did. So this week, this latest class is all about classical proportions and how to get a classically proportioned human form. Because sometimes when you're trying to draw a classically proportioned figure, a human figure, and I know that not everyone has the same body proportions, and I was kind of torn between whether I should do a class on this or not. But in terms of classical proportions, like from Leonardo da Vinci, his kind of perspective when he was trying to kind of assess average and average human proportions. That's kind of from the point of view that I was coming at it from. A lot of people do want to learn how to draw those kind of classical proportions, because there are certain things where your head is in proportion with your arms, and however many head lengths you have indicates your height. It's not a hard and fast rule for everyone, but in terms of classical art there is a kind of a vein of learning for that. I've kind of lost my trail of thought there, but basically that's what I was doing. So it's like it's a walkthrough into how to create this guy. A bit crinkled. I'm so professional. So yeah, in the new class I talk you through how to create this classically proportioned human figure. I talk you through, you know, how to find the shoulder joints, how to find, you know, your key markers, and then I also talk you through how to create a kind of mannequin form. You know, you get those drawing mannequins, those wooden ones that you can buy. Basically, this is a way of creating your own kind of version of that on paper. So you can, I take you from this through to a mannequin form where I've created kind of spheres for the joints, cylinders for arms and legs, and kind of like an abdomen area. And when you've done this, you can kind of imagine that this is movable. So you can see that if I wanted to move my arm at a right angle, you know, you just do your sphere with, you do your cylinder, your arm cylinder there at the same length but at a right angle to where you need it to be. If you wanted the arm up here, you'd measure that length. I'm just doing it roughly. And then you do the same length here. And you just get a really good idea of where all of your, you know, your key elements are going to be. When you're recreating a classically proportioned human form. If that kind of thing would float your boat, then here is the introduction. Hello, I'm Emma, and welcome to this next class in my Draw Better series, where I'll be showing you how to draw a classically proportioned human figure. Drawing a human figure from life, and especially from memory, can be difficult. In this class, I'll be showing you how you can draw a classically proportioned human figure, and then how you can start translating this information into a more 3D fleshed out form. An understanding of classical proportions is an important artistic foundation. So, as well as this class being a great place for more established artists who may be struggling with proportion, it's also a great starting place for beginners who are starting their drawing journey. So, without further ado, grab something to draw with and let's get going. So, that was my introduction to the Skillshare class. The whole class itself is, I can't remember how long it is, it's like 20 minutes long maybe, and I talk you through it step by step. If you don't like lessons which are step by step talking you through the process, you may not like this class. If you're into more kind of creative flow and exploring your own way of doing things, then have a look at some of my other classes on Skillshare. Maybe my the Draw Better class, which is about 5 techniques to improve your confidence and style. That might be more your thing. But with this class, because it is a very specific technique for finding the body dimensions of the classical form, it is step by step. And because I want to be clear, I've separated all of those out, and it is a kind of checklist almost. You need to do this, then do this, then do this. But by the end of it, you'll have a better appreciation of how to create a human figure using the classical form. So I'll put all of those links for the classes that I think you might be interested in down below. Yeah, and you know what I'm going to do now, guys? I'm going to stop working. I've worked from about 11, and what time is it now? It's 3 o'clock now. I might do a little bit more work tonight. Andy, my partner, is working late tonight, so I might do a bit of work in the evening while I'm waiting for him to come in. But this is the benefit, guys, of working for yourself. When you're freelance, if you've done your work, you don't need to clock in with anyone. If you've done your work and you've checked off all of the tasks that you needed to do today, then your time's your own. So I'm going to go into the garden now, and I'm going to pot up some of my seeds. I'm going to bring you some of my seedlings, show you what I've been doing. So I've got tomato there, and these are 2 winter squashes, but basically guys, these guys are going to be those big kind of classical pumpkins that you can get with big ribs down them, like big like lantern type pumpkins. Are going to be huge. So I'm going to put these out and just chill out and enjoy my afternoon. Whatever you guys are doing this week, this day, today, the weekend, whenever you're watching this, whatever you're going to be doing for the rest of the day, enjoy it, and I hope you have a lovely time. And remember, don't work yourself to death. Look after yourself, have a little bit of fun too.